Hi, my name is Gemma McCammon and I'm filming this video today for my BCM 320 subject called Digital Asia. So that subject is all about immersing yourself in the Asian culture, whether it be in digital form or whatever, it's just all about Asia. So for this video, I wanted to try and immerse myself in the Asian culture without actually having to go to Asia because that's not a realistic thing to be able to do. So one thing I was like, well, what is something I want to learn more about that I'm already interested in but don't know about that's like relevant to Asia? And I was thinking about my past experiences and what I've done. And I recently went to China in July, which was with a few of my friends. We went on a tour, which was really, really fun. And one thing I really enjoyed about China was the food. And then it clicked and I was like, oh my God, food is such a big thing in Australia and it's a big thing for me. So I was like, what a better way to get to like immerse myself in Asia by trying different Asian foods. So yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of experience with Asian food apart from when I went to China and obviously when you like go for like Chinese food or like Thai or something at like down the street or whatever, but that's not exactly the same. So I didn't just want to go to like a local restaurant and eat Asian food there because a lot of the times it is westernized and to suit our palates as opposed to theirs. So I thought the next best thing was to go to an Asian grocer. So there are a few of these around the area that I live in. I actually work in Chinatown, so I thought the best way to do it was to go to an Asian grocer there because it's a lot of the places there are pretty authentic. So I'm going to go to the Asian grocer and get some different snacks. Okay, so I just got back from the Asian grocer and I picked up a few things for me to try and experience. I got mostly sweet things as I feel like the savory things that were available in the store, like chips and like frozen dumplings and noodles and everything. I'm more familiar with those tastes as opposed to sweet Asian inspired snacks. Tried to like go out of my comfort zone in terms of like things I wouldn't necessarily want to try just because it's not what I'm used to and not what I've been brought up on. So I got inspiration for doing eating because I watch a lot of mukbangs which originated in South Korea, and although this isn't a mukbang exactly because mukbangs they have copious amounts of food and it's usually one particular food like seafood or pasta or noodles or a cake or something like that, and it's really focused on the traditional ones anyway are focused on crunching and slurping and the sounds you make with food as opposed to trying it and being like, I like this and this is what this tastes like. So that's where I gain inspiration from, but I just wanted to try these foods and see how they are or not. So yeah, so these are licorice olives and these are from China. Again, the ingredients are licorice, olives, sugar, and salt. These are very interesting. So, I really don't like that. I also noticed a lot of these things when reading the ingredients are, again, very natural and don't have, like, artificial colours and flavours, which is something that every single food you'll eat in here that comes in a packet is packed with. The next thing I'm going to try is these vanilla Cocoa Puffs. Ooh, they smell good. These were from Taiwan. This is what they look like. Ooh, I'm not sure if everyone's knows what this is, but it's called a Hershey's Kiss. It's a popular chocolate in America, and that's kind of what this looks like, except a little bit bigger. That's really good. It kind of tastes like an Oreo. It's not that chocolatey though, which it is chocolate flavor, but it more just tastes like a wafer with vanilla and like a hint of chocolate. But I then got preserved rose plum. So again, these are a product of, sorry, they were made in China. Oh. really good. Flavors we typically have in stores, I feel like, are very artificial. In not that the names are artificial, like we'll have strawberry, watermelon, grape, mango, orange, lemon, whatever, apple. Those are all obviously naturally occurring fruits, but the flavors that we use, like the flavoring is very artificial in terms of it's very sweet and tastes nothing like the actual product. It's like if you were to eat an apple and then have like an apple flavored lollipop, they would taste nothing alike. It just tastes like something sweet and good, but like it doesn't taste like apple. Whereas these flavors I feel are a lot more true to the actual fruit itself. So, well, for example, the like the plum, obviously it is a dried up plum, so it's gonna taste like a plum, but like other things I have tried when I was in China, if you get something flavored, like for example lychee flavor, it would actually taste like a lychee, and you would be like, oh, that actually tastes like that. There weren't so many, wasn't really focused on like artificial flavorings. And just because something is sweet flavored doesn't mean it has to be so intensely sweet, which is something Australians, or the Western world I guess, really focus on. So yeah, those were just some interesting things I found. I can only compare to the experiences that I've had, obviously. So this is the sun-dried banana, sorry. Again, tastes similar to like a sultana. Next thing I'm going to try is this Pocky. I had this a lot in China. That was really good. Okay, so the last thing we have to try is, I'm kind of scared, is the durian candy. So as I mentioned before, durian is a very popular fruit in Asia. It's well renowned for its really potent smell. I really don't know what to expect from this because I've never even smelt a durian. I can't even explain that taste. I'm assuming this isn't what an actual durian smells like. They don't really have a focus on the environment in terms of packaging. So, for example, it seems their main focus is convenience as opposed to trying to be environmentally friendly with the packaging in terms of, using less plastic and using things like cardboard to package things, which can be recycled a lot easier in terms of just using like plastic wrap and stuff like that. Even when I was in China, it was more kind of like aesthetic and how it looked. As banana was a common flavor, as well as coconut. I did see a few durian flavored things and like more natural fruits, as I said. Overall, that was definitely an experience. I'd never tried any of these foods apart from the Pocky before, but I hadn't tried them in this flavor. So it was really interesting to try like all these different foods and see how they differed from what I had growing up. Vanilla Choco Puffs, I'm familiar with this, the flavor palette of like chocolate and vanilla. So I feel like those are the ones I'm more gravitated towards due to the fact that those are the flavors I'm more familiar with in terms of vanilla, chocolate, and cookies and cream, which is 3 massive flavors that are in the food industry at the moment. Whereas I more drifted away from the things that I wasn't really not comfortable with, but wasn't familiar with. So for example, even though I did like the rose plums, that's not a common flavor over here. The sun-dried banana, well, sun-dried tomatoes are a thing, but not sun-dried bananas. The durian candy, obviously I've never had durian before, and it's not a common fruit. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that I was able to convey, obviously not the taste, but the ideas behind what they taste like and what they look like and everything like that. But yeah, I would really recommend trying to get some of these things if you can, if you're ever, I don't know, it's just good to try new things and new flavors and things you're not used to, because there's a whole big world out there and we are pretty isolated in Australia. So if you ever do get the chance, it's good to try new things out. But yeah, so I really enjoyed trying all these things, and for me it's just really opened my eyes and broadened my eyes. Even though I was still in Australia, walking into that grocer, it was like, I don't want to sound cliche, another world, but it definitely wasn't the format of a store a general grocery store you would go to here. it felt more laid back. And yeah, I personally enjoyed my shopping experience, and there's obviously video of how it went in this video. Yeah, but thank you for watching, and yeah, see ya, bye.